Penang is a Malaysian island off the coast of the Malay Peninsula, and it has a very rich history, which was shaped by Chinese and British influence.
We're here to visit two of our best friends, and right now we're in Georgetown, home to 1700 historical buildings and also Malay, Indian, and Chinese cultures. So I'm very excited. Are you excited?
I'm super excited. Let's get exploring.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
From the 19th century, and it's called Penang. Apparently Peranakan, Dan was telling me that it's the word for upper class Chinese who used to live here.
So as we said before, the Peranakan were upper-class Chinese in the 19th century. They were two people. They were the Bas, which was the Chinese husband from China, and the Nyanya, which was the local Malaysian wife.
Our guide was explaining that the first owner of this place was a mafia boss. Back then, there was a war going on, so two huge groups were fighting over control of this area. And his group tagged along with the British, so they had a lot of power and a lot of money. So he bought this place, and he was married to 4 women, actually.
Why did the owner of this house have 4 wives? Well, it had a lot to do with the sleeping arrangements. Husband and wife would usually sleep together in this bed, but once the wife became pregnant, the husband was thrown out of the bed and forced to sleep in that one there. And of course, during this time, the husband was basically on a break, so other women would come into his life here and there. And so in the end, he came away with 4 wives and 16 children.
Were out marrying woman after woman. The girls were taught since a very young age to make these beautiful pieces for their future mother-in-law, and their wedding gift depended on how well the work was done. So for example, this one, it's very beautiful, so the gift from their mother-in-law would be lots of gold, diamond, jade, etc. But if the work was very basic, they would get like a small ring or something.
Right, so we're here in the kitchen now, and it wasn't just a kitchen. This guy also had his own pharmacy. Because he was a mafia boss, he was always worried that he would get poisoned by people who didn't like him or people who wanted him out of the picture. Hence he had his own pharmacy in order to make his own things to avoid being poisoned. Also very interesting that our guide told us is that this man walked around with a bun in his head, and the way he kept the bun in was with a silver hairpin. The Silver especially was important because when he was outside of his house and going to different events and eating and drinking, he would use the silver to check and see if there was poison in the food or drink. If there was, the silver turns black.
Mental note, always walk around with a silver pin in your bag.
Well, we definitely spent a lot more time in that mansion than we thought we would, but it was very interesting and very informative. Really cool looking stuff in there.
Yeah, but now we're hungry. What else is new? We're gonna try and find a place to eat. What do you wanna eat? Malaysian food? Indian food? Chinese food?
Western food. There we go.
With a Malaysian twist.
A little bit of a Malaysian twist.
So they had this really yummy pasta dish with caramelized mangoes. I've never had that before. It was so good. We went to get to the art streets, but it's too hot. So we're trying to find a bar, somewhere we can chill for an hour or two, and then go there a little bit later. Cheers.
All right, sun's gone down a little bit, so I think we can walk on. One thing Penang is also popular for is its street art, and we're gonna go check that out right now. So, cue the art montage. We almost weren't able to get that whole thing in.
Because this happened.
But we got it in, it all worked out, and we got to see so many different sides of Penang today.
We hope you enjoyed this video.
And we'll see you guys next time.
Bye.